Here's a real Primark tee. Good condition, worth somewhere between £1 and £2.50 on the second-hand market. Vinted's buyer fee alone can add close to 40% on top of a price that low. 7 fixes for a listing that's gone quiet, from what Vinted's algorithm actually does to the number one most sellers never check. Some of these apply on day one, some only after a matter of a few weeks. So let's start right at the beginning of a listing's life. First, a myth worth clearing up. Selling fast does not mean you priced it well. Sometimes it means you priced it too low and someone else spotted the gap. If a jacket goes in 20 minutes, that's not necessarily a win. It might just mean someone else got the win and you never found out how much more they would have paid. Fix 1. Understand the first 48 hours. When you list something, Vinted sends it a burst of traffic to see how people respond. Clicks, favorites, engagement. Strong response, more exposure. Weak response, and the listing starts fading from the search quietly, well before you'd think to go in and check it. So if it's been up less than 48 hours, be patient. You're still inside the test window. 2 weeks with nothing though is a genuine signal to act. Fix 2. Resist the urge to delete and relist. Vinted discourages serial relisting now. A delete and relist needs entirely new photos, and a repeated relists get flagged and deprioritized. Fix 3. Refresh instead. 3 things signal genuine ongoing intent to sell. Adjust the price even slightly, update the description with a detail you missed, or add a new photo or angle. Any one of those tells the algorithm you're still here and still selling. Pair it with a real improvement and you've given buyers a reason to look again too. None of this needs the listing to look brand new. A 5-minute refresh is enough to reset the signal. You're not starting over, you're just proving you are still active. Fix 4. Offers. Vinted lets you send an offer to anyone who's favorited your item. Most advice says make it a big discount, but that's not quite right. An offer is mostly a reminder, not a bargaining tool. Someone who favorited it was already interested. A small, timely nudge often does more than a steep discount to cold traffic. Fix 5. Think like a buyer for a second. By the time they're deciding, their maths includes your price, plus Vinted's fee, plus postage, not just the number in the listing. Here's where it gets stark. Take that Primark tee in good condition, worth around £1 to £2.50 on the real second-hand market. Vinted's buyer fee is 5% plus 70p. On a £2 item, that's another 80p, well over a third of the price before postage is even added. That's not a reason to never list cheap things, it's the reason some genuinely good bargains still sit unsold for weeks. The fee bites hardest at the bottom of the price range. Fix 6. The pre-flight checklist. If something's been up for 2 weeks with no likes and no sale, work through this before giving up on it. Photos. Clear, natural light and honest about any wear. A blurry or dark photo is an instant scroll past for most buyers. Measurements. Actual numbers, not just the label size. For clothing especially, a buyer who can't confirm fit generally just moves on. Fix 7. Verify the price itself rather than assuming the problem is your photos. Check it against real UK second-hand data researched before you start reshooting everything. This is exactly what Worthmore's for. Brand, category, condition, and Larky gives you a real reference point in around 30 seconds. Checking the number first can save you an entire evening of reshooting photos that were never actually the problem. And if your price is already in the right zone, the problem probably isn't the number, it's the algorithm, the photos, or simply how long it's been sitting quiet. One more word on offers. Keep them small and timely, not large and desperate. A £1 or £2 nudge to someone who already liked it often beats a big discount blasted at strangers. Back to that Primark tee, priced honestly around £2, refreshed rather than deleted, with a small offer sent to anyone who's favorited it. That's the fix, not a full relist. Here's one for the comments. What's the longest listing of yours that sat with 0 likes? Did you ever figure out what was wrong? Tell me below. Quick recap. Understand the 48-hour test. Refresh, don't relist. Use offers as nudges, not discounts. Remember the buyer's real total. And check your price before blaming your photos. That Primark tee is a small one for the nest, but it earns its place. And if you want to check your own stale listings against real data, the pricing guide is linked below. See you in the next one.